In addition to our AIM Mobility applications, we also have a tablet app called AIM Mobility MES, and the AIM Mobility MES is intended for collecting information on the plant floor from the work centers. It's comprised of 3 apps, a time clock application where employees log in and out of the plant itself. We have the workcenter app, which is the primary app collecting data at the work center, and a workcenter load app where we change the work center over from one part number to another part number. The time clock app is very basic and simple. You simply type or scan in the employee number, and after you type in their number, you simply hit punch in or punch out, and we see the employee has logged in. After an employee logs into the plant, they can go to the work center. And when they go to the work center, the first thing they have to do is log into the work center. So they check in to the work center, and they are brought into the work center. If there are specific notes about different information that the operator needs to run their job, these notes will show up, and these are fields that can be populated in AIM. Also, the operator has the ability to leave notes after their shift ends to the system or to a future operator. The only way to get off this page is to read and accept the notes. After you've read and accept the notes, you're brought to the run screen. When the container is full, they hit print tags, and that allows a tag to be printed on the production floor. Not only is a tag getting printed on the production floor, but the inventory is getting increased by that number of units, and the raw material is being backflushed. The material page shows the raw material that's loaded into the work center. As more material is delivered to the work center, a simple scan of the lot label will add material to the work center. Going to the downtime screen, the work center is put in downtime mode with the clock already starting. To come out of downtime mode, you have to select the reason you were in downtime and then hit return to run. The scrap hold button is used to indicate that a bad part was made in the cell. The operator selects the reason code of the bad part and then returns to run, where their disposition quantity will be indexed. When I come back to my run screen, you will now see that I'm making one good part and one dispositioned part. I'm only going to make one part, but if I print tags here, I will actually be backflushing material, not only for the one good part, but also for the one bad part. When I'm all done with production, the operators come back to the employee screen, and they log out of the work cell the same way they logged into the work cell with their number. And when they hit check in, check out, they are asked to confirm their production count. Once I've checked out, I will get an operator report showing me my operator name, number, and which work cell I ran. It'll also show statistics about how I ran that, and this report will also print out. It's important to know that we are allowed to do teaming in a work cell, so you can have multiple employees logged into a work cell. Employee 1 is already checked into the workstation. If I want to add another employee, I simply log another employee into the workstation. They too will have to read and accept the notes. Now we're in the run mode with 2 operators. If I come back to the employee page, I can see the 2 different employees logged into the workstations. Finally, we have the workcenter load. To load a work center, we can use the whiteboard AIM scheduling function. Click on the whiteboard and it shows us the work centers and the jobs which need to run. If we take a work center and a job which needs to run, select the 2 together and hit the load work center, it'll tell us which job we're loading into which work center. We'll hit OK. It'll also then show us the bill of material to make that job, what materials are needed to make that job. You can also see in the workcenter load function the current status of each press, each work center, and how many job pieces were scheduled on that job, and how many pieces have actually been run, as well as the current status of the work center. All of these work centers are currently in run mode, If they were in downtime mode, you would see that here on this screen. All of the information being gathered from the AIM Mobility Workcenter app corresponds and goes directly into the AIM database tables. It all gets approved in regular AIM before getting published to the AIM efficiency tables.